talk at Jade, and I don't want her.
On the microphones.
Microphones are helpful.
We're short Agni tonight.
For a little bit.
As you can see, for a little bit. we expect him to arrive momentarily. In the meantime, we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons. And this is Icewind Dale. And we left our heroes last time in the town of Lonelywood. And they had helped the people of Lonelywood by tracking down a sentient or awakened moose. The white moose.
That asshole.
Who we found out killed Jade at some point. I think that was revealed in the gameplay. Anyways, you came upon them upon the moose, and you fought the moose, and you killed the moose, and then you found these Elven Ruins. That was interesting to say the least. So let's jump to the Elven Ruins. You know, if I can find them. I made this big deal about we're switching to Roll20, and now, you know, it doesn't matter. There we go. And we're going to take the players. The players, can you guys, I guess I have to lay your tokens down before you can see anything.
And share the map.
I don't have to share the map, do I?
Well, if you don't want us to see what's going on, then I guess not.
I guess so. Okay.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring?
Yes.
Is that what they told you?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Okay.
But that's what I've heard. That's word on the street.
You know, I thought I had this all figured out for tonight, and I don't. There it is. And I gotta put some characters on the board. Now let's see if these work. This will be the trick. We've got Jade. Can Jade... no, I gotta move the player tab over still, don't I?
Yep.
You tell me if you can see when we get there.
Hey, I can see.
Something's happening. On the black screen now.
That thing is dead. We're not fighting it again.
He's back! So this is Lander. And
here I am.
Yeah, make sure you can move your minis so that I know that I've done everything as it should be.
Yeah.
Are you
We
good?
have to fix that button. I'll just...
What button?
The sword versus hex. We can do that whenever, though. I'll not use it for now. I'll just not add extra damage.
No, there is a way around it. I just have to... Do you see the Hexblade Curse? Under your global damage modifier?
Yep. Go and open that.
You don't have to open it. You just have to have it clicked when you're attacking.
Okay.
The only thing that won't be worked in is your increased threat range will not be worked in.
Okay.
Because when you attack someone with your hex, that has your hex on it. The threat range is increased to 19, and you do your proficiency bonus in damage. Correct?
Yes.
So by clicking the Hexblade Curse, it will add your proficiency bonus to damage, the global modifier. However, we don't have your crit threshold changed in this case. So
Right. So on 19, I'd have to roll damage a second time.
that's right. Well, we'll just have to treat it as a crit. Okay, so last time you went up this tunnel here. God, I can ping.
You can ping.
I need a different color here. So last time we went up here, and you fought the druid.
Yes.
And you got some stuff. Right?
Yep.
And then, is this Agni coming in?
Looks like it.
Awesome. I will switch this up. Okay, so, and then when you came down, you decided you were not going to bail right away. You wanted to check out the rest. Because there's 2 other tunnels. There's this tunnel to the west, and this tunnel to the south. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yes.
So where would you like to go? What would you like to do? You could always just bail on this and run away.
No.
Did you want to check this one out over here? Or over this way?
That sounds good.
Perfect.
Is it letting you move through walls? It's not letting you move through walls, is it?
Yep. Whee.
Okay. Is Agni coming in?
Yeah, he's just loading up.
I'll wait a second before I...
Yes.
Before I jump into all this, and then we can all share.
I'm glad I wasn't that late.
No, you're fine. You're good, my man. You're good.
I'd say you were perfectly on time, sir.
Almost.
Is there a way to close these profile picture boxes at the bottom of Roll20?
Yes. Go to the cogwheel up at the top right. It should say My Settings when you hover your mouse over it.
Yep, I got it open.
Scroll down to the bottom. And there should be a place where it says... and you should be able to change it to just names. Instead of having...
The giant faces.
Yes. Did that work or no luck?
I'm looking for it now.
Okay. It'll say chat avatars. And then there'll be a player avatar size. And you want that drop down to names only. And that'll get rid of those boxes for you. Help or no help?
I see enable chat avatars, but that's it.
Okay, if you go down, there should be a title that says game settings, and then you'll see token bar colors, green, blue, red, marker position, deck size, and then chat avatars. And just below that, you're going to see player avatar size. It's right above video and audio chat options, which might not show on yours because I've shut them down.
The only thing that shows on ours is under game settings is chat avatars. There's a drop-down menu for player avatar size, which we pick large, regular, smaller names only.
It's a better way to move the map around.
You can use your mouse wheel to go up and down.
Okay, so it rolls like... Cool, got it.
Yeah.
Alright. I shall adapt.
Did you find it, Harry, or no luck?
I see it. I found it.
Okay.
names. Okay, yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. So, Lander,
Yes.
the underground passage narrows before ending at a wall upon which is mounted an oval mirror. The mirror is 7 feet tall and half as wide, and it's encircled by a decorative stone frame.
I turn sideways and gaze at myself in the mirror.
Yeah, it's not one of those mirrors.
Dang it.
The mirror stone frame glows with silvery, sort of scintillating light.
Hey guys,
But
come look at this mirror.
Very dull. Very dull.
What are you looking at?
It's a magic mirror thing. It's shiny.
Oh, so it shows you how
And
lucky
big.
you are.
I'm very pretty
Yes, you are.
in my own eyes.
Are you blind?
Don't make me take my shirt off.
It's a little cold out.
He's a little blind.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any sort of... It doesn't seem to have any sort of fixture to the wall. Like, it's not hanging on anything. It doesn't move. It's like it's just stuck to the wall.
I'll take the butt of my javelin and rap on the glass and say hello.
All right. Nothing happens. No one reacts to that.
I turn around and I take the butt of my javelin and I tap it on Jade's forehead and I say hello.
I'll allow her to react to that.
She thinks I'm number one. That was very sweet.
You got the number one call out.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm not magic-y, so I'm going to go on to the next thing.
You're not
Okay.
You literally do magic all the time.
Yeah.
It's all been a lie. You've now learned that.
But it's battle
Okay.
magic, not like book magic.
Well, we
No,
have
I don't know that
Udagarn.
stuff.
Maybe he can figure it out.
Sure. What am I doing?
Trying to figure out this mirror.
There's a mirror at the end of the hall that they're trying to figure out.
Oh, okay, got it. I see what you're talking about now. All right, I am going to.
It does have it sort of has a glow around the edge, but very dim.
I'm going
Perhaps
to do
it's
a
just a
full
lantern behind it.
perception check on it.
Well, what are you looking for? Just anything that's maybe been missed?
Yes, anything that looks funny, tastes funny, sounds funny, feels funny.
Why don't you make an investigation check for me then?
Why are you licking it?
But I don't like that. Okay.
Well, you crit your investigation check. Nice. But you don't find anything.
Shit out of it.
My first official roll is a 20. We're off to a great start, guys.
You certainly feel that the lighting of the runes, the sort of edge glowing ever so gently, it's probably magic. This is not just like a lantern behind the mirror glowing.
Did Lander already touch it?
He did. Well, he tapped it with his javelin.
I touch it.
All right. You put your hands on it.
Yes.
Oh, they'll never get your fingerprints off it.
And as you put your hands on it, nothing happens. I mean, it's definitely a glass reflective surface.
The runes on it, are they like arcane runes? Are they some type of language?
They are. It's not so much runes on the outside. It's just a decorative stone, a decorative edge to the mirror, and not in any, just sort of a wavy, fancy, pretty little mirror.
Yeah, my knowledge of arcane's not.
Yeah, that's okay. Do you want to make an arcane check?
I'm gonna do the thing.
Do the thing. Yeah. You think it's probably got some magic in it because of the glowing, but that's about all you know.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, Jade, do you have any ideas?
Jade, you're the same. You're like, yeah, this mirror definitely has some magical properties, but what its purpose is for, you don't know.
I'm pretty sure there's just a lantern or something behind it that's making it glow.
Glibby, glibby, glow, glow.
Why are you intimidating the mirror?
I threatened the mirror to tell me all of its secrets.
Tell me your secrets, mirror.
And I probably scared the crap out of myself because
you're just glaring at yourself.
I don't like this thing. It makes me uncomfortable. We have to leave now. Is there anything behind it? Like you said, it's just kind of fixed.
Well, you try to move it, and it is held fast against the wall.
I pushed my bum cheeks up against the mirror.
Okay.
Come on bare bum?
Courtney.
Mm-hmm.
Are you bare bumming it?
Bare bum in it.
It's very cold.
Like I'm gonna zero.
I tried to help push Harry into the mirror.
It's very, very cold.
Like colder than it should be cold?
No, probably as cold as you would expect a mirror to be on your bare ass.
Okay.
Outside in the middle of winter. It's like 40 below outside, and you're bare ass against glass.
And we know about shrinkage. It's okay.
Yeah, well, some kind of shrinkage is happening, probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to rest for our new spells to be prepared?
Yeah.
What's that?
Do we have to rest for our new spells to be prepared?
Have you rested? I don't think you've rested.
For the level 5 stuff.
Oh, no, the new stuff can be ready to go.
Did we level up last session?
At the end.
And we leveled up at the session before that too, right?
I thought so. Everybody told me, but we're kind of fast tracking now. We want to get into a different part of the adventure. So, like,
cool.
After tonight, we should be firmly in chapter 2. I hope.
Does anyone want to try and throw a rock through the mirror?
You said breaking a mirror is bad luck.
I'm not superstitious,
well,
but I am a little bit suspicious.
I hand Courtney one of my magic stones. Go ahead.
I'm going to throw the magic stone at the mirror as hard as possible.
Okay. You wind up and let it go.
Around the corner.
So do you want to give me an attack roll there, Courtney? You'll have to use your... Well, that doesn't work. He doesn't get your bonuses.
Yes, he does. They use my spellcasting modifier and stuff.
The wisdom bonus?
Yep.
All right. So you throw the rock and it puts just a little crack at first, and then the cold just like the crack just sort of spider veins out, and it looks like a bad iPhone now.
Whoops.
That happened.
The edges still glow gently, but no other change other than that.
Can I try talking to it? Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Absolutely. What do you say to it?
Mirror, mirror on the wall. What's up, man? We're the Heroes of Goodmead. Is anyone there? Is anyone listening?
No, there's no response from the mirror.
Write on the paper if you're there. How old are you? Is this your house?
Have you been playing Phasmophobia?
Apparently too
On
much.
Goodmead, are you there?
Tune in, Goodmead. There's nothing, Courtney.
Okay, I'm pissed off, and then I storm away like I expected that to work.
Furious. Just furious.
I could use Thunderous Smite if you guys want to.
No, let's just go.
We could spend the entire session trying to break this mirror. Great.
Why not?
Fast track, you said.
Firmly entrenched
Bollocks, I say.
in chapter 2.
Guys, I
We
got a
will
BRB
spend-
for bio.
All 3 hours
All right.
trying to figure this mirror out.
Go do what you
Don't
need
forget to
to
mute
do.
your mic. Should we try the southern door?
Let's do the thing.
Okay, Lander. You approach the southern door.
Yes, and I'm going to lay down just in case there's a ballista behind the door before I
This
go.
is another stone door, just like the other one that you found the druid behind. And it's engraved with a white semicircle, the symbol for the half moon.
What was the other one? The first one? What was on the door of the druid room?
The other one was...
Was it the full circle?
Yeah, I'm just checking that. I think so, but let me double check. No, it was the other half of the half moon.
Okay.
Like
Well,
the
we'll try
round
the-
edge on the other tomb door was facing to the left, and this one, it's facing towards the right. And this one appears to be locked. You put your shoulder into it a bit. It does not budge.
I'll try pulling. Sometimes that works if it's a pull door.
Yeah, you've heard of that. Like you're like, oh, clearly I know what kind of door this is. So you try pulling instead of pushing, and you get equal result. Nothing budges.
Must
Would you like
Be
me
a
to
roll-up
try
or a
breaking it
pocket.
open?
Sure.
Alright.
I don't have a Thorgrim key on this character, so
I don't know
You
what
go
a
ahead.
Thorgrim key is, but I'll give it a
There is
shot.
no key. There is no keyhole or anything like that. Did he just drop?
Yeah, he did.
So there's no keyhole or anything, Jade. It is simply
Is it flush, like against everything?
yes.
Oh, okay. Can I investigate it in that case to see if there's some sort of pressure plate or...
I will assist with
Okay.
Scooter, who does not have a character sheet yet, because we forgot.
I'm not even going to worry about Spooter being on the board. He's your
Garbage.
familiar, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want him on the board, I can do that, but I really don't think we need to.
Nope, you're good.
Okay, so you're growling at the door, and Jade's
Yeah.
searching the door.
yeah.
Jade, you
helping the
don't
way I can.
you don't find anything.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, nothing outside of what I've already described.
The other door then.
All right.
Are all these statues facing the wall?
They are. Which strikes you as a little strange.
Did we investigate the statues yet?
Not yet.
We looked at the ones outside, but...
Lander, there's a few steps up to this door, and it is snug and appears to have also been locked. It has some sort of lock preventing it from opening.
And what's the carving on this door?
There's no carving on this door.
No carving? So the new moon, perhaps.
Yeah, there's nothing.
What did you just say, Lander?
The new moon.
I said the new moon? I'm gonna look at these statues. Do they look like they can be rotated at all?
don't believe so. They are... No. The statues are made of a white marble. They're obviously elves. They're identical to the ones outside, except the wind has not worn away the details of their face, and they do not stand on pillars. All three are facing the east towards the nearest wall.
Okay.
What if the moon dial has something to do with the doors?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Could the moon dial be moved, or are we waiting for
Now-
the moon to do its thing?
That's what I was going to ask. Where's the moon dial? Where's the shadow on the moon dial right now?
Okay, so
Or I guess there is no shadow.
You come outside. I'll just go through the description of that again. Rising from the center of the circular depression is a tall triangular crystal gnomon, a device one typically finds in the middle of a sundial. It's thick near the base and narrows to a sharp point at the top. The snow around the gnomon has melted away, revealing a circle of symbols carved into the stone around it. The symbols depict phases of the moon, suggesting that the circular depression is not a sundial, but a moon dial. Something has punched right through the wall, which you guys have been... something broke through the wall where you guys have been coming in and out of. And
Now,
currently,
based on-
currently with the moonlight, you're down. It's down here.
Okay, so where the map is showing the point.
Yeah.
And does that match what was on the door that's unlocked, that symbol?
No. The doors that you went through were these ones.
Okay, were those ones. And is that the one that was unlocked? Not that it matters. I'm not smart enough to figure this out. Anyway.
Well, now that you're thinking about it, the door that had the that you fought the druid behind, that door was sort of it was never completely sealed. It maybe had something stuck in the way so that it wouldn't close entirely.
Okay.
At the time, though, you just kind of gave it a listen and gave it a shove, and it opened. But now that you think back to it, you don't think there was anything really preventing it from...
Okay. Maybe we have to go learn some things and then we can come back here.
Nah, just put your back into it.
You can do it, put your back
Put your ass into it.
Oh, there's just standing there, stroking his beard,
thinking.
I'm going to stand beside him and also stroke his beard.
You just reach over, give him a hand.
Yeah.
I'm also going to stroke my beard. I'm a cat, I've got fur.
Absolutely.
I'll look at it.
Is this supposed to help? Been a while since I've been a man. I don't quite remember.
I'm not even going to ask.
Same.
So, the moonlight's pointing onto that one. Have we found a door with that symbol on it?
No.
Have we looked through all the hallways yet?
Yes, you guys have looked through the entire complex inside. You found a door with this symbol on it, and a door with this symbol on it.
And a door with no symbol, which could also be either that one or that one. Well, it would be that one. I'm guessing.
However, the one with nothing on it just leads outside, right? Like you can see that on the map, I assume.
Oh,
Oh, yes, now that you pointed out, I didn't notice
now
that.
that you pointed out. Is it open from this side?
No. This is probably the entrance to whatever this strange structure is, but something made its own doorway through the wall over here, right?
Like a giant fuck-off moose, perhaps?
Like a giant fuck-off moose, perhaps, yes.
Okay, well, Lander, I have an idea.
Okay, go
Let's see if we can break the door.
with your mining picks.
Yeah, like we did sarcophagus, and it has the same effect. Then it might be magically sealed by something, and has something to do with this, and the phases of the moon.
So, yeah, we already tried with the dire elf to pull the lid off the sarcophagus last week, and that didn't work. But we can try the door.
Yeah, that's up here on the hill, though, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. Are we using the mining picks that we have?
Yes, and we're gonna sing a mining song while we do it. Or have
Would
people
I
sing
be
a mining
considered
song.
proficient with a mining pick as a weapon, or is that an improvised weapon?
Well, you're using it for its purpose, so it doesn't matter. You guys begin to make short work of this door. And before long, the door cracks and the top sort of falls off and in to the chamber.
Oh, it was a barn door, top door open thing.
Yeah, there
That's
you
why
go.
I couldn't get it open.
Go with that.
Yeah.
What type of opening mechanism can we find? Like, can we figure out how it actually opened?
Yes, you find it pushes in. So when it's not locked, it will rotate into the chamber, just like the other one did.
But we can't find it locked.
It's the mirror. We broke it.
I think we're
No,
just
you
doing
do
some grave
find it
robbing.
locked. There's a set of sliders that slide into the wall.
Okay. Can we figure out how, like, to activate the mechanism itself?
No.
So-
No, you don't.
Okay. So it still seems like some type of external lock. Like a garage door opener.
It functions like a lock in that, like, it has two bolts, one near the top of the door, one near the bottom of the door, that slide into the wall. But you can't find any mechanism to retract them.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we really need to worry about it anymore since the door's open.
What about the other doors? Do we just want to bust those down too?
Why not? We're already grave robbing.
So this chamber, Lander,
Yep.
the circular chamber has an intricately carved dome ceiling 20 feet high. A beam of light shines down from the top of the dome, illuminating a rectangular stone sarcophagus. And there's nothing else in the chamber. Now, this is very similar, again, to the chamber that you were in before, but the other chamber had the druid and everything in it, right?
Tell me more about this beam of light. Is this just like moonlight that's been?
It appears to be moonlight, but when you look up, you realize that that it's just like there's no moon that would be shining down. So you assume that it's just a magical light that shines down in the chamber.
Okay.
Ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I always ask that of all my prey.
I just like the way that it sounds.
Wow, we went full tilt through that.
Yeah, we did. Hercules.
So there is a very
Okay.
large sarcophagus in the center of the room.
Wonder if
Are
the
there any-
smell is bad.
Any traps that you can see, Jade?
I can take a look.
I have an unhealthy fear of ballistas for some reason.
I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe it was a past life, like mine.
Maybe. Yeah.
Or an
Alternate reality.
Oof. Roll 20 is not
No,
nice
it's
to me.
It looks good, Jade.
It looks fine. Go ahead and open it.
All right. I'll try and open the sarcophagus.
Single click. Never mind. My bad. Double click.
Oh,
That's
okay.
sending scraps.
I'll
You
try
gonna try
to
to
lever the. Yeah,
What are you levering it with?
Okay.
my fingers.
How strong are you?
I've got a strength of 15.
15? Okay.
I help.
Are you going to help?
Yeah, with
Orc
pickaxe.
boy? Okay.
I ain't gonna mess my
He can slide 600 pounds. He should do this with his eyes
Well,
closed.
the two of you with the pickaxes and everything can move it. The sarcophagus lid has to be close to 400 pounds. Inside, you see a withered corpse of an elf in tattered robes. And as the sarcophagus opens, there's a rush of air.
Does it rush out or in?
Out. And
I try to
dust.
breathe it all in.
Dust sort of fills the room, and it sort of hangs in the air. Inside the sarcophagus, in addition to the elf with the tattered robes, you find an unstrung bow and 6 silver-headed arrows, and a wooden cup with a winged fish etched on the side of it.
Is it a trout?
How does this always happen? Always fucking happen.
Is it a brass cup or bronze?
It's wood.
Wood.
And
okay.
Is it ash or cedar? It's mahogany.
It's oak. Black walnut.
It's a cup of fuck off. That's what it is. It's a big cup of fuck off.
And there's a fish on it.
A winged fish.
Winged fish.
Mm-hmm. Also known as the pegafish.
Is it bigger than a loaf of bread?
No, it's not that big a cup. I want everyone to sit on a shock collar, and I want all the buttons on my desk. So that when you fuckers start to pull shit like this, I can start to play like ding, 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 ding.
Amanda doesn't approve of your language.
Uh-oh.
You will find
It's
out
from
very
hanging out
quickly.
with Harry, Amanda. It's from hanging out with Harry. Okay, so you does anyone take that shit?
Does anybody
I take
use
the
a bow?
rock right over here.
I do.
Well, there's a nice unstrung bow here and some pretty arrows.
All right, I'll take them.
And a drinking cup with some type of speckled lake trout on it.
How do
I can
name things?
put them into your party loot note, or someone can actually write them on their character, whatever they'd like.
I'll throw them in my party sheet or my sheet.
Are you taking all of it?
Yeah, I may as well.
You're taking it all.
Even the elf?
How do I ping things?
Even the what?
The
The
elf.
elf, are you going to take any bones?
If you
Yeah.
want, you can pick things by left clicking and holding your button down. I know you taking that rock.
I want that rock.
You're like, this is my rock.
It's a pretty rock.
You got the rock.
Cool.
Now all you need is a little bit of roll.
I will cast Magic Stone upon him. He is not my favorite rock.
I will name him George.
So while we're out and about, did we want to go find that shack with a buddy guy in it?
Well, I think there was another door, wasn't there?
I thought the other door just led to outside.
Oh, right.
I mean, we can break it down if you want, but
I mean, I'm all for
You can go.
wanton
You can go
destruction.
and you can go and pound your head against that other sarcophagus again if you'd like to,
well, we tried the picks on that one already.
with
and
the
it didn't-
crystal pillars. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they didn't
What
work.
is up with these weird statues?
Is there anything on the wall that they're looking at?
No.
Except if you look, like if I stand in the kind of the doorway here, they're looking at these 3 symbols: the 3/4 moon, the half moon, and the quarter moon.
Oh.
I figure out that all we need now is a full moon, and I drop my trousers.
Okay, you drop them again. It is incredibly cold and nippy.
But not as
Constitution
cold
save.
as the mirror.
If you keep this
DC
up, it's
13.
gonna fall off.
If only there was a roll to like get frostbite on your ding dong.
I still don't know how to open the door.
It's inside of me at this point.
Well, the statues are looking at these 3 symbols.
Yeah,
Well, and then there's
and
also the bonfire that
Mhm.
has the posts around it in the same space.
That's a gazebo. That's a
The
gazebo.
gazebo. I apologize.
How did the
And then
druid
there's
open the door?
the 5 pillars.
Well, the druid's sister was in the crypt, so I'm assuming it's some sort of family thing.
think artificial moonlight would do the thing?
I'm going to stand on this symbol. If somebody want to stand on that one, stand on that one, just to see if anything happens.
I stand here.
Do you want to? Hey, Courtney, do you want to move on to that? Do you want to move on to that symbol they're all pinging on? Going, Courtney, move on the symbol. They're standing there going like, if we all stand on these symbols, and Courtney's leaning against the wall, pulling up his pants.
I'm naively going to do it.
Okay.
And we're now in chapter 2. Solidly in chapter 2.
Nothing happens. Nothing.
I don't believe it.
I cast light.
What about Moonbeam?
I don't have that one.
I do.
Oh, go on then.
But where?
On the full one?
Alrighty, I'll do the thing.
Then you can move it around, can't you?
Yeah.
Or just do like a full circle.
Which symbol are you placing it on?
We're starting with the full moon, the top one.
And this one up here.
All right. Hold on a second. So as you cast Moonbeam on the full moon up here,
I also was going to make a comment since we have a break. Why is it blue? Jeremy. Why are
sorry,
you blue?
what? Why is what blue?
The beard.
Because it's not gray anymore.
My response would have been, why not?
Well, okay, so here's the thing, right? Gray, everybody, like, I just got sick of looking at gray in the mirror all the time, and if I dyed it brown, everybody would go like, you dyed your hair. Like, it would be clear. Like, so if I'm going to be obviously dyed, I might as well pick something of interest, so blue it is.
It
Just tell
matches
people-
the overlay.
Yeah, it matches DM Jeremy up top. I mean, I'm blue.
And
If I was
matches
green, I would
Bear's
dye.
overlay too.
Should tell people you were eating out a Smurf.
No, well, Smurfette never be the same. She'll never be the
Papa.
same. So when the beam comes down on the full moon,
It hits your eye like a big piece of pie.
when the moon hits your eye, there's a set of runes that begin to glow around it in Elven. Can you read Elven?
Yeah, but I don't know what it says.
Wait, I think I can read Elven, actually. One sec. I don't know how to check on this chair.
So go to your character sheet, and it'll be on the bottom left.
Bottom left. Yes, I do speak Elvish.
Okay, so it says, gaze upon your own face and have 7 questions answered.
Okay, I'm going to tell these guys, hey, you got to gaze upon your own face and have 7 questions answered.
That's what you do with the mirror.
But you asked questions and nothing happened.
No, he said mirror, mirror on the wall. What's up?
That's a question.
Maybe it has to be in Elvish.
Oh, maybe.
Belog.
Do we have
Okay, so how long does Moonbeam last for?
I don't know. I don't know how to pull up my sheet thingy.
I think it's a minute.
Moon.
Go to spells and hit the little eye.
I found the thing.
You found the thing?
It is concentration up to a minute.
Okay, so you're concentrating on it.
Just circle it around, just in case.
Okay, I can cast it 3 times.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
but if we can do it quickly, then you
Okay.
don't have to waste your spell.
I do the thing.
So you're going to move it around to other ones? When they are on the half moons have inscriptions in Elven that say, "Unlock the tombs of the half moon."
That's all well and good, but it doesn't say how.
I'll let these guys know that it says that again.
That's one of the
Okay.
7 questions we can ask, I guess.
True.
Oh, yeah.
What does the new moon say if we go there?
Nothing. The only ones that have runes on them are the full moon and the half moons.
So should we go talk to the mirror?
I'm gonna run off to the mirror before these guys get a chance.
Okay, so
I want to be the first one to get it to work.
Can
you
we
reach
fix the mirror just in case?
you reach the mirror and look at your sort of shattered visage through the spider webbing of cracks.
I'm right on his heels. Feline
Okay.
agility. Just to fuck with him.
I keep dropping catnip.
Nothing seems to have changed.
I'm going to talk to it again. Just going to be like, hey, Mirror, listen, I'm sorry about the rock. That was a complete misunderstanding. How do we open the tomb of the half moon?
There's no response.
I'll say it in Elvish.
Yeah, there's no response.
I'll say it again in Dwarvish.
I'll say it in Giant.
I'll say it in Abyssal and Celestial.
And the mirror says, "Fuck you."
Yeah, that tracks.
So are the runes Elven around the mirror? Or just magic?
There's no runes around the mirror. It's just decorative.
Okay.
And Agni, your moonbeam is currently on the half moon, right?
Yeah.
Go back to the full moon and we'll try again. Sorry to be bossy.
Okay, do the thing.
Okay. So when you put the moonbeam on the full moon, the mirror inside reacts, and there's the moonlight around the edges glows much brighter, and it then sort of a very faint like moonlight begins to fill the mirror's surface, but then it hits all the cracks and kind of gets distorted, and the mirror shits out.
We broke it.
Can we fix it?
Do we know some kind of spell that reverses time and stupid actions?
If we had something like that, Dungeons and Dragons would never be lost. The game would always be won.
I don't have mend.
I'm not a magic
And
user.
wouldn't work on a magic item anyway.
It does in my world.
Okay, well, welcome to my world, bitch.
What if I call on the spirits of Mr. Squirrel to mend the mirror?
Okay.
I'll call out and say, Squirrel, you've saved us 100 times before. Give us your power once more and mend this
100?
mirror. What
As
happens?
you do that, very faintly in the back of your mind, you hear the voice of Mr. Squirrel. Courtney, is it you? You seem so distant. Bring the crystal back so they'll let me out of this thing.
I got full moon incense, by the way.
Courtney, can you hear me?
With
Where
tears,
the fuck are ya?
I'm going to tell them that I can hear Mr. Squirrel.
No one else can hear Mr. Squirrel.
I'll lean over to Lander and make like a... I say well-being.
Courtney, you've taken too
You
long.
wouldn't understand. You never loved him in the first place.
I did so. I picked him up and saved him off that damn ship.
You're right, Courtney. She never loved me.
Yeah.
Not like you.
I think that
I'm
frickin' slug in your ear is
Come back to
feeding
me,
you
Courtney.
bullshit.
Let's
Come
leave
back to
this
me, Courtney.
stupid
Come back to
mirroring
me.
and go back.
I mean, we've got to so your brain don't explode, but don't be putting words in me mouth.
I'm worried they'll eat me, Courtney. You need to come back.
Yeah, I insist that we go back soon.
Very soon.
As soon as we figure out this thing.
Gotta go figure this thing out and find the hermit. And bring the moose back to Lonelywood and get paid for the pelt.
Maybe the mirror will only activate if we bring the moose's head inside in front of it.
I'm pretty sure we broke it by throwing a stone at it.
I'm gonna go outside and get some snow and fill in the cracks.
Super. You have broken the mirror. It don't work no more.
I didn't break it.
It fizzles and it pops.
Does it also lock?
No, it does not pop. It does not lock.
Fizzle, pop, and lock.
Does it snap and crackle?
It has snapped and crackled, that's for sure.
Alright, well, let's go find your hermit.
Happy, we have the same chair.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, I have a Secret Lab Omega.
Oh, they're so comfy.
I have to get the Titan. I'm too big for the Omega.
Oh, this is the Titan. Are you
Is
kidding? My fat ass would not fit in the Omega.
I think it's ironic that you have a chair called the Titan. From her
The Herald.
The
We have
Herald.
a Herald in game, and we have someone sitting in the Titan in game.
Yes. Yes.
So I just need to get a conch, and I'll be good to go.
What do you do, guys?
Go to try to find the hermit.
You're off to find the hermit. Okay.
And bring the wet moose back to town after.
All right. So you start heading north through Lonelywood. All you know is that it's somewhere probably along the river on the northern edge of Lonelywood.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have who's our survival person?
I got the thing.
Oh,
Okay,
it
so you
says-
make a survival check with advantage.
How do I do the thing? Okay, I remember. How to
There should be a
Up top
toggle for
advantage.
advantage on the top. All right. You travel for a day. It's difficult, sort of slogging through the woods. The snow here is deep, and it is very fucking cold. Like, the wind here is legit. However, Odegarn finds a decent place to make camp. However, this will be the first time in the entire campaign, I think. No, maybe the second or third time that you've had to make camp outside. And it is bitter. It is wicked cold, dude. It is wicked cold. Who's taking watch, if anyone?
I'll take first.
I'll take second, I guess.
I'll take the last watch.
Okay.
I won't volunteer to take any.
All right. Harry, as you sleep, you dream of squirrels,
And nuts.
and you dream of Mr. Squirrel riding on your shoulder, and he's licking at your ear, and as you turn to look at him, his head is gone, and in its place is sort of a squid-like head with tentacles, and that's what's touching your ear. And you wake up with a start, and the thing in your ear is really wriggling around.
Okay, is everybody up yet?
It's time for everyone to be everyone is slowly getting up. People are covered in, like, you literally, if you lie in one too long, like, the snow starts to cover you up, right? So your heavy blankets and all that, you're climbing up out of bed and literally shaking the snow off.
Okay, I'm going to impress upon everybody how important it is that I get back with my psi crystal before my brain explodes.
Well, if they know you have the crystal, they're not going to blow your brain up, because then how are they going to get the crystal?
I can't have them deform Mr. Squirrel and defile him any farther.
Mr. Squirrel's dead, Harry. You need to let it go.
He's never dead if he's in my heart. He's only dead if we forget about him, you heartless bastard.
He lives on in my heart as well.
And
I
mine.
viciously mock him.
I cast Compelled Duel.
Oh God, we're not
Here we
doing
go.
this. We're not doing this. What is
Charm person?
What is
Eldritch
it with this game?
Blast.
You know what? It's Harry. It's Harry. Harry's the
It
problem.
is me.
Harry's not the problem. He's the solution.
Okay. So you start heading north again. Agni, can you give us another survival check?
I'll assist.
As everyone can see me fiddling with the
All
Nice.
the new thing, all the thing.
stuff again. Well, let's just say today is a hard go, everyone. And the weather is really like if you have something that drips, there is an icicle hanging from it.
Should get that looked at.
It's uncomfortable, and you're all becoming a little short with each other, and no one is being particularly. Teamwork has been thrown out the window.
We didn't ever have team.
I was going to say, when has it ever been in the window?
As long as you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. So yeah.
I don't think
One
we're gonna
second.
find your fucking hermit, Lander.
We haven't
And
even
just
found the river yet.
as she says that, you guys sort of break out of the woods and perched on the edge of a snowy ridge, overlooking a gorge and the river, is a black lodge on wooden stilts.
Ha!
Whatever
fuck
path,
off! You didn't know it was there.
whatever
I had
path
faith.
might have led to this ramshackled retreat lies buried under snow. Icy steps climb to a snow-covered walkway that clings to the south side of the structure, and the building's slumped posture and sagging, snow-covered roof, coupled with the broken windows and loose flapping shutters, suggest that this has been utterly abandoned. Large snowdrifts huddle around the rotting stilts and engulf a nearby woodshed and outhouse. Only the wind visits this sinister-looking place.
Ah. No fucking hermit.
How big is the woodshed?
It's not. It's big to keep it's big enough to keep a few weeks' supply of wood in it.
Not big enough to camp in. If we need to take shelter.
No, you could do that if you wanted to. Hold on. I'm gonna put you on the map here.
All right.
Can you guys see it?
Yep.
So the woodshed's over here, the outhouse, and then here are the stairs that lead up to the building.
I'll check the outhouse.
And the wind here is, it's howling as it comes up over the ridge. The outhouse is on fire. Yeah. It's a wooden structure. It's half buried in snow, and it looks like it hasn't been used for a few days.
All right, I'm still gonna try and see if I can open it. If the hermit is old, he may have had a heart attack on the toilet.
Okay, so you open it, and inside you find a stack of discarded notes and blueprints.
I'll carefully look through them.
Being used for paper.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Just kind of like poke a claw under one and kind of like get an idea of what it is.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. Yeah, you're not sure what you're looking at.
All right. I use the facilities.
Oh, you're like, well, while I'm here. Lander, you gonna go up the stairs?
Yeah, check it out.
All right, so you move to the top of the steps. You're about 20 feet off the ground. There are a number of gaps in the stairwell, along the walkway. Pardon me, not the stairwell, along the walkway, and you're not sure it's going to hold your weight in your armor.
Too many biscuits.
There's a window here, and a door here. A couple windows over here.
I'll see if I can
Another
door to the door.
To that first door?
Yeah.
I send Spooter to investigate.
All right. Where is Spooter going specifically?
I'm going to throw him through a window.
That through the first window?
Sure.
Are you looking through his eyes?
Yeah.
So you're blind, so where are you when you do that?
I want to stand near Courtney. I want to tell Courtney what's going on, too.
Okay, let's move Courtney up to you. Okay. So Spooter goes in, and you see a frost-covered room, and it looks like an abandoned workshop. There's a set of smith tools, there's tinker tools, and they're spread out over a table. There's a bookcase, and everything looks pretty harmless. Like everything looks pretty safe, but there's no exits out of this room except for the windows. And Lander, can you give me a dex save, please?
Sure, I can try anyway.
Yep.
How high up are we?
20
feet.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so Lander falls.
Ow.
Your weight breaks a board under you. You reach out and you grab you grab hold of the railing, and it breaks as well, and you go tumbling to the ground.
I hellish rebuke the railing.
You take 8 bludgeoning from the fall, Lander.
I wish
Mr.
there was
Squirrel
some way
sends his
that I
regard.
could just record that for posterity's sake.
Oh, pardon me. That's wrong. You take 1 bludgeoning damage from the cushion fall.
1.
You take 10 damage to your pride.
Yeah,
My pride got critted.
You hit the snow, and it's just 1 damage.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to...
It's the cold that's turned me blue. It's the cold.
I'm going to nimbly make my way across.
Okay, can you give me a dex save, please?
Oof! I fall on Lander.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I am not as soft as
You make it a little further, and you're like talking shit about his fall, and suddenly you find yourself in the snow directly beside him. 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Roll 20 is just not my friend.
Well, I'm going back up. I'm trying again.
Yeah.
But I want to get to this door now.
Okay. Don't worry about another one this time.
I'm gonna climb it.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
We're just going to investigate the whole place while they're playing in the snow.
There. I was more dexterous this time. I rolled anyway.
So Spooter goes to the next room,
Yeah.
which is over here.
Yeah.
You said this one was a
This is a workshop. There are
stuff?
smith tools. There are no papers or stuff. Smith tools, tinker tools, and there is a bookcase. There are some books on the bookshelf. And everything is frost covered in here.
What any books in particular jump out at us from the bookshelf?
Give me 1 second. Let me deal with Spooter first.
Frickin' Spooter.
Spooter. God
It's
damn
not
you,
even
Spooter.
real.
So Spooter enters another room, and this room contains. Do you have sense of smell through him, or is it just sight and hearing?
I
I think it's just sight and hearing. I'm not sure.
I don't.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll say you can smell too. The room contains lingering smells of burnt wood and flesh. You also catch the faint odor of wine. Snow has fallen through holes in the... Yeah, no shit. Snow has fallen through holes in the roof, and then been pushed into the corners by stiff winds blowing through broken windows. The walls and furniture are scorched black. like black, not like a little burned, like
Black as
including
Scooter's
yes, including a table with the charred remains of a book on it, and next to the table on the floor, amid several broken wine bottles, is a mostly incinerated skeleton and a round frost-covered object about 6 inches in diameter.
How
We have to
big
bring
is
it to Mount Doom.
Sorry, how big is what?
the skeleton? Like medium,
It looks-
small,
No, medium.
medium size. Can I roll a nature check to determine race from the skeleton?
Sure. Medicine, actually, not nature.
Okay, medicine. I'm okay. I like that better anyway.
Does that work for you?
My bad.
That's okay. Anytime if we roll with advantage and we don't have advantage or disadvantage, we always just take the left one. So you got a 5. You're not sure. Your best guess would be human.
Okay. Long dead.
No,
Okay.
because you can still smell them.
I am narrating everything to Courtney as Spooter investigates things.
Okay. What about the other two in the workshop? What are we doing?
We're
I'm
looking
poking
at the
around the
books.
bookcase.
You're gonna
Probably
look at the
yelling
bookshelf?
Courtney's ear because I can't hear my own self.
All right. So the on the bookcase you see a few scraps of paper and other detritus, and there appears to be a whole bunch of leaves bunched up on the one shelf. And as you approach, a squirrel pops its head out from the leaves.
Mr. Squirrel?
It has an uncanny familiarity to Mr. Squirrel, but as it sees you, it darts, it runs across the floor between the two of you, and then comes to finish sitting on the windowsill, the windowsill over here.
Am I near it?
Squirrel, we mean you no harm.
No, you're down outside with. Can you see on this map?
I can't see anything. Everything I see is a black square.
Oh Jesus! Hold on. It's because it's night. I have to give you a torch.
Damn it, Jeremy! I need a torch.
Do you have a torch or anything like that in your gear?
I had one in my bag earlier.
I
Okay.
have 12. You can have them because I have dark vision. Do I not? All
As an
cast it.
SMR, you do, yeah.
Hold on, I'm setting you up for.
I could just catch light on Harry's belt buckle.
I was gonna say, can I just get that permanently, please, Lander? Thank you.
Now
where
can
are
you see
these-
Courtney?
Yes, I see a little bit. Where
Okay,
are these guys?
So these
in?
guys are in. They went through. Can you see the white door here?
Hi, Harry.
Oh yeah, yeah, I see it.
They went through that door. They're in the workshop, and Spooter, Odegarn's familiar, is in this part of the building.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'll tell the squirrel we come in peace. We mean him or her no harm.
Okay, he chitters at you and leaps out the window into the snow.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll.
All right.
Yeah, there's just a splat and a mist, just red mist in the wind.
What? What the fuck is wrong with you?
He didn't
Jade?
stop.
Jade, did you go through the window?
I did.
Okay, so Jade, you reached the same room that I described to Odegar. Do you want me to read it again for you?
No. So
Okay.
around where I'm right now is where the body is.
Yes, it's beside the table. That's correct.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's at this end of the table.
Okay. I will give Spooter a little head scritch with a claw. Good
Okay.
job. Good job, little spider. And then I will investigate all.
So as you step over to the body that's lying on the floor over here, the floor on this side of the room is very weak, and you hear it creak and groan under your weight.
Get down low.
But it does not give way. And I should mention that this end of the cabin overhangs that cliff.
Okay. Lander, don't come in here. The floor is
Alright.
not structurally sound for your fat ass.
Well, try and gather up anything you think the gnome might find valuable for when we go back to town. And I'll do the same in the workshop. Any of the tools or books or
Well,
drawings or anything.
I think the hermit is in here.
Oh, tell him I said hey.
I don't think he can reply.
Do you sleep?
Technically.
Technically?
Can you wake him up?
Technically. I don't have that kind of magic, no.
Oh, it's a magical sleep.
No?
Technically.
I will pick up the skull on my hand.
Yeah, it's still attached. There's a few ligaments that haven't totally burnt
Yeah,
away.
I'll just cut them. Whatever.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
there's some crunching and snapping and twisting, and then pop off it comes.
And then I'll put it on my
Don't do it
hand.
yet. Don't do it yet. Spooder's not climbing the mouth.
I'll put it on my hand and stick it out the window like a puppet. Hello, Lander! I cannot speak to you anymore.
So you're getting a puppet show out the window, my man.
Tell him I already got one.
I'll tell him I already got one. Well, can we come up and take a look? No, of course not.
Well, okay, so we found the hermit. Bring the skull.
There's some other stuff in here. Just stay out here because
Oh, I
the
want to
floor.
come see.
No. The floor is not going to be
It's
able to
only
hold
weak.
you.
It only feels weak on this side of the room. So you think if Lander comes through the window, he'll
No,
be okay?
that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying
Okay,
you're
fair
staying out here, and I'm going to finish investigating in here because the floor
So I
is not
can-
safe.
Come through the window or I can come through the walls.
Does the sweat drip down your balls?
Ah, skeet. Thank you. We'll be here all night.
I think my wife just said all these bitches crawl from the other room.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I love your wife.
All these bitches crawl.
Nobody doesn't.
Just please stay there because
All
there's
right,
a cliff,
I'll stay.
and I don't want to
I'll
fucking
keep-
die again. Okay?
All right.
Do you know
Go
how
on
much
with
it sucks to
dying
fall
stuff.
to your death?
No, but I know how much it sucks to fall 20 feet into the snow.
Thanks, Agni.
Bruise your pride.
Yeah, we'll try that, but like 100 feet over.
All right.
All right.
Okay, I guess I'll just stay in the workshop and gather whatever looks important.
I will
Okay,
grab,
so you're gathering up smithing and tinkering tools and things like that.
I will grab
drawings
the
and books,
orb
whatever.
thing that you mentioned.
Okay. So when you pick up the orb,
I die.
pretty much.
Fall through the floor.
Again.
Okay, so as you pick it up, it begins to glow.
Nope. And I throw it out the window.
Which window?
The one I'm right beside, towards where like Courtney and
You throw it out this one
Rudigarn
because
are,
this
yeah.
one leads out into the ravine.
No.
You throw it out this one. You're
Yeah,
like,
that one.
nope. Okay, so
it starts to go. Oh fuck.
It starts to glow, and you quickly toss it away, and it lands out in the snow. About
Duck
here.
and cover. Just in case it explodes.
I'll just mark it. So the orb thing is here.
All right.
It's a square orb.
It's Is there anything else left on the body? Like
You
a
want to search?
ring or a necklace?
You want to sift? Sure. You sift through the ashes and what remains of the charred bones, and you find an amulet that appears to have a holy symbol of some type. Like it has the two hands cupping the sun.
Does it look familiar? I'm like, oh, I don't
Well,
know.
it doesn't look familiar, but you guys knew, the gnome did mention that Macretus was a worshipper of Lathander, the morning lord, the god of the sun.
What is this I'm standing next to?
The shitter, that's the outhouse.
Oh, because it's a giant, just black.
It's also been
Yeah.
used.
Yeah. So it's because the dynamic lighting is pushed out right to the edge of it. Courtney, you see the Jade throws this thing out the window. It's about 6 inches. It comes out and ka-chunk into the snow. It hits and doesn't move, and it was glowing, and you see just the light fade away on it.
Scooter goes and sits on it.
Yeah, I'll go over to it.
Okay.
It started to glow. If it blows up, it's not my fault.
My brain's gonna blow up anyways. I pick it up.
All right.
And Scooter.
Yeah, Spooter's sitting
Yes.
on it.
Yes, and Spood Ride. Carefully, I pick it up.
Okay. So as you pick it up, it begins to glow again with a golden radiance, as bright as a candle flame at first.
Is it like, can I see through it? Is it like a crystal ball of sorts?
Okay. Yeah, you sort of it turn it, and it has a set two rings that encircle it. And they're sort of like a gyroscope. They're independent. They can move independently. And with that, there's a massive flash of light, and I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep, that makes sense.
Vactair chat
Okay,
demands everyone take some drinks.
Oh yeah.
Drinks! Motherfucker.
Okay.
I'm out of drinks.
How do I make a saving throw in this game, Jer?
Okay, so go to your character sheet.
I'm there.
And you're making a Constitution saving throw. So at the top left-hand side, you should see Strength, Dexterity, Constitution inside a box that says saving throws.
Yes, I do not see that. Oh, yes. Wait. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I see it.
They're all written small. These are your saving throws. So you want to click on the Constitution one.
Okay.
Coffee.
Yeah. So Courtney picks up the orb. He looks at it for a moment. No, Lander, you're looking down on him, and Odegarn just sort of turns. You see the light start to glow inside, and then it gets very bright, very quick, and there's a massive flash. And Courtney takes 90 radiant damage, and is just immediately turned to ash. And the orb drops into the snow again.
Wow. I'll lay on hands. For not enough.
What the fuck happened?
Courtney went poof.
Doesn't matter. I'm with Mr. Squirrel now. I'm happy.
Can I touch his ashes and cast Revivify?
1 moment.
I'm gonna go pick up the orb.
Hang on 1 sec. Hold on 1 second. So
No.
you're rushing to him to cast Revivify. You're rushing to pick up the orb. So yes, you can cast Revivify. Does Revivify have any notes about if the body has been destroyed?
Yeah, it doesn't restore any missing body parts. That's why I was like, never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he has been turned to ash.
Collect my ashes, guys.
We'll spread them on the way back to town.
Courtney, you're in sort of a misty, vaporous place. There's the world is kind of like it was, but it's much darker, and there's sort of an unseen wind, and the walls of the shack sort of vibrate with energy, and from inside, you can hear, "Did it get you? Did it get you too?"
I'll call out and say, who's there?
With that, a disembodied head comes out of the shack, literally like just sort of passes through the wall, and it's just this massive floating head with fire burning in its eyes. And he says, I am Makritus, servant of the Morning Lord, and you have now met my fate. Meanwhile, back in the real world...
What the fuck happened?
Lander, you pick up the orb and it starts to glow with light again.
I put it back down.
Put it down.
You put it down or you drop it?
I drop it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
smack your hand. Quit touching things.
It hits the ground again.
I'm gonna use my divine sense just to see if I can detect anything.
No, you can't.
I cast protection from good and evil on myself, and I pick it up again.
Okay.
Does it start to glow?
Yes, it does.
Put it down. Stop fucking touching it.
I open my pack and I try and scoop it up into the pack without touching it with my hands.
Okay.
What happens?
It glows a bit as you push it in. Give me a dexterity save.
Had to be dex, didn't it?
I give Lander my inspiration.
Okay.
So he can reroll.
Lander, roll again. All right. You feel like you just get it into the bag in time and let it go, and the light dims in the bag, and you do it up.
I stick my hand in the bag and touch it again.
Give me a Constitution saving
throw.
throw.
Oh shit. You smart ass.
There's another flash of light. The backpack explodes, and Lander takes 90 points of radiant damage. He finds himself in the same sort of...
I'm resistant.
So you take 45. Does that kill you?
I'm at -2.
Yeah, that's enough. It did all your hit points in one attack. You don't get death saves. So your dust, your backpack is shredded. It's gone, and you find yourself next to Courtney.
Hey man, what's up?
And there's this big floating head, and Makritus goes, "Fool!"
I'm going to introduce him as Ghost Rider.
What?
And now, out in the snow, only Odegarn and Jade remain.
The spirit of my familiar is probably really pissed right now.
No.
Oh, by the way, your familiar is dead as well. It was incinerated in the first blast.
I assumed as much.
Yeah.
Is it with me, though, in this shadowy realm?
No. It goes back to its own place.
What the actual fuck?
They touched the thing.
Alright, well, I'm gonna finish looking around up here, I guess, because there's nothing we can do about fucking that.
So you can basically see your friends moving around on the material plane, and you guys are in what we would call sort of like the border ethereal. You're like... Anyways, Makritus says, we'll now have to see if your friends can figure this out. Fools. And then the big head floats back into the house.
Can I follow the head?
You sure can.
I'm gonna start poking around at these are doors, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna open this one.
So
I'm gonna
let's
tell...
hold on one second, Harry. I'm gonna sort of finish off the real world here. I'm opening these doors for you, Jade.
Okay.
So the one that you're looking into, this room contains a fireplace and 2 empty bookcases. Tacked to the walls and strewn across the floor are frost-covered blueprints. Face down on the floor next to one of the blueprints is a tiny man made of clay.
Right. I'll take the tiny man made of clay and the blueprints.
Okay, as you pick the man made of clay up, can you make an Arcana check for me?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So a couple things. One, what you're holding in your hand was probably a homunculus. It was probably some sort of magical assistant. It is now lifeless. As well, the blueprints that are scattered around the room seem to show different experimental designs for a magical device that you think its intention was to control weather. One of the designs resembles a gyroscope and closely resembles the object found that you threw out into the snow and incinerated your friends. Well, you didn't, but they incinerated themselves.
Yeah, they did.
Where to now?
Oh, hello. Don't step over here. It's a little weak. And you're not teeny, and I'll pat Udagarn's belly.
Yeah, the western end of the room seems very weak.
Yeah.
Behind this door, the scent of wine fills the room, and it contains 4 frost-covered barrels.
Later.
Okay.
We'll go to this one.
Yep. A stiff wind blows through the broken windows in the east wall, causing the tattered gray curtains to billow and flap like angry ghosts. Snow covers a bed and much of the surrounding floor. It does not look it doesn't look like anyone's been staying here for some time, though.
Okay, I'll poke around, see if there's like anything in the mattress, up the chimney.
Yeah, no, nothing like that.
Okay. And then in this one, another bedroom.
Yep. Yeah, wooden planks have been nailed over the broken window to this room to hold out the wind. Furnishings, including a saggy double bed and a bookcase, contain some folded clothes. A few blank sheets of parchment and a set of calligrapher's supplies sit on the bookcase. Next to the bookcase is a soot-stained hearth, wherein a scroll lies amid the ashes.
I will take that and the calligraphy tools.
Okay. So, I'll give you what. This is the letter. And it reads, because the scroll writing might be a bit It says, Macretus, I've had enough of your damned relentless cold. I feel it creep into my bones, my head, my heart. I'm heading back to 10 Towns for a decent meal and a warm bed. I fear this endless winter has numbed your mind, and any tinkerer worth their chains can see the summer star is a fool's errand. Maybe without me here to incessantly complain to you, you'll finally snap out of your obsession. If you truly insist on dedicating your remaining days to this doomed project, might I suggest that 3 is better than 2? I considered telling you before, but you were particularly rude about the dinner I made last night. May the light of the Morning Lord protect you, Copper.
All right, then.
And if you remember, Copper is the gnome that jabbed Jeff.
Yeah.
Jabbed Lander. Yeah.
All right. Just another courtesy check, see if there's anything else in the room to take.
Let me check that. I don't think there is. No.
All right. All right, Udagarn, I guess we should go back to town, because our friends are fucking idiots.
So on the center of the, and just the only other thing, let's see here. There is a scorched book on the table in the chamber that you guys are in.
I'll take that as well.
Remains of this tome... nothing remains of the tome except ashes and a badly burned spine, upon which the characters can discern the letters E-T-H-E-R. It's obvious that these letters were part of a much longer title.
What do you think? You're muted. I see your lips moving, but like you're not saying anything. Are you talking in druidic? I don't speak that language anymore.
I was talking in Spooter.
Oh, alright. But he's dead.
Dear,
Yeah, I
dear
forgot.
Scooter.
Seems like somebody blew something up and something about an ether.
I think it's a bigger word, like ethereal.
Ethernet.
Ethernet. I don't know what an Ethernet is, but I think it might be that.
The
Ethernet.
World Wide Web that Scooter's from.
Okay, well
Oh.
let's jump back into the ethereal. So you guys have been following your friends around. So the room descriptions I've given, you've seen. Maybe you can't read what the letter that Jade took from the fireplace is, but she took something out of the fireplace. And Macretus is like, look at these fools. Look at it. And then you can just faintly hear Jade say something about heading back to town. And he looks at the two of you and he's like, she's going to leave you here. And we're going to be very, very, very bored together. You need to tell her that you need to reach out to her.
Okay, I'll reach out to her.
So as an action,
Did you just pull me tail?
as an action, Jeff, you can attempt to reach from the ethereal plane, and you can exert up to 5 pounds of force on the prime material plane. But you need to make a charisma check.
Okay.
So not a saving throw, but a charisma check.
I just click on the charisma above my charisma score.
That's right, yeah. So what would you like to do? You have 5 pounds of pressure to exert on Jade. Enjoy.
I guess I'll 3 sharp tongues on her tail.
Okay. Goink, goink, goink.
I think you're muted.
That's attached, you know. What are you doing, Utengarn?
I'm in front of you.
Macretus is like,
you might have mage hand or something.
Macretus is like, well done, apprentice. Well done.
What am I getting accused of?
Just pulled me fucking tail.
While she's talking, I'm going to push her. While she's facing over and talking to her, I'm going to push her from behind.
Okay, so and you made a roll, so you feel a push. It's not enough to make you take a step or anything. It's just a little, but something has definitely pushed against you.
Alright, this is not fucking funny. You got an invisible
that you,
mage hand
Step
or
Bro?
something. Is that you, Step Bro?
I'll start doing the laundry.
No, I don't have that type of magic.
Alright.
Okay, so she knows it's me. I'm going to stick a finger in her this time.
Ah,
Okay.
fucking hell.
So at which point Macretus is like, perhaps instead of penetrating your friend, you could do something more obvious to let her know you're here.
Courtney's muted. We're gonna play the muted game.
I'm going to eerily say that that's definitely not a good enough reason to use the word penetrate.
I'll slam the door.
I'm made uncomfortable by Macretus.
Okay, so as you guys are standing there and you've been poked and prodded a few times, Jade, one of the doors slams shut.
My tail poofs out.
Yes, clearly this place is fucking haunted.
I don't fucking like this at all. I think we should leave.
If that's a good enough roll, I'm going to start trying to right land her on the table in the ash or in the char.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so you guys can see the ash on the table start to move, and then not in very good handwriting, because it's difficult to find motor skill through from one to the other, but the word lander begins to, there's an L, A, N, and then finally it spells out his entire name. We weren't that far off before when we were like, can you write your name in this book? Where are you from?
I'm like
Is this your house?
Deathclaw on Odegern's arm.
Hey.
Full claws.
Now I write orb.
I'm not
You-
touching it.
No? Well, if you're fucking listening, we're open to suggestions other than touch it.
Then I write riddle.
Obviously, he doesn't know me at fucking all.
There's a riddle to the orb? Orb of riddles?
Then I write 3 is better than 2.
You didn't read that on the paper.
I know.
But thanks for slipping that in all the same.
Then I write save us. All 3 of us.
3. Oh, Macretus. Well, does Macretus have...
Macretus's his big head like floats right over to you. Well done, boy. Well done.
Well,
Can I try to etch a drawing of
Stepdad.
Mr. Squirrel into the ash?
Of what?
I want to etch a drawing of Mr. Squirrel into the ash.
Yeah, Lander's taken up about all the ash, but there is enough snow or frost lying about that you could try to do that. Do you want to give me a charisma check? I think it's hilarious that the 2 guys with the highest charisma are the ones that are in the ethereal. Right?
they have the highest
'Cause we-
charisma,
'cause
but they're fucking
I have the
stupid.
lowest intelligence. I have an 8
Yeah.
intelligence.
Okay,
So-
so
So go ahead and click on the box where it says charisma, not the saving throw box. You have
The
to
word
go
charisma.
down the left side to the stat charisma and click on the word charisma.
the
It should-
real box. Okay.
Okay. Come on. Oh. What would you like to write? Like a novel? You just start drawing a squirrel?
I draw like the most beautiful, detailed squirrel drawing that I could possibly ever do, just radiated in sunlight as if he's a fucking hero.
He,
I draw
he
a
does
giant
the
penis
ceiling
on
of the
end a
Sistine
squirrel.
Chapel, where he's
He has
God,
the largest
God.
set of nuts that are possible to be on this drawing.
Macretus says, "What's that going to tell them?" He then looks to you, Jeff.
Oh,
He's like,
Courtney's here.
yeah. When you say that, he's like, oh,
That's Courtney was just saying hi. That's his signature.
a squirrel. Who
Yeah.
the fuck has a squirrel for their signature?
Mr. Squirrel to you, sir. Our awoken squirrel friend who's being held hostage right now. But that's a story for another time.
All right, boys, if you're here with the Macretus fella, does he have
Do
any
we really
ideas
want
of
to
how
bring him
to
back?
get you home?
Do we know that? Like, can we hear what she's saying to us inside the orb?
You can hear her, yes.
I was just
Really?
about to ask Macretus if he knows how to get out of here.
He's like, we're dead. But if we can help them repair the Summer Star, then perhaps we can help Icewind Dale. We serve a higher purpose now, friends.
How do we get out of here?
Perhaps you didn't hear me. We're dead. I don't think we're getting out of here.
I'm wasting my charisma. How do we get out of here?
So, Jade, you've asked them to ask Macretus, and there's like no response. Like
Maybe they moved
everything goes silent.
She's gonna draw ... in the snow.
Okay.
Courtney is typing.
on. Courtney.
I'll write Summer
Perfect.
Star in the snow.
Okay.
All right, I'm guessing that's the orb. But again,
And then I'll write fix.
Fix it!
All right.
And then I write goodbye, because I'm not getting out of here.
Is it goodbye because I'm not getting out of here?
Macretus is a jerk.
Yeah, Macretus is a prick. That's what we write in this now.
Oh, all right.
How do we
He-
fix it?
He's like, a prick! Honestly, guys, we're in this together!
We don't
No.
associate with floating heads.
Yes, at that point, as you say we don't associate with floating heads, tell me, what do you look like in the ethereal plane?
I'm like as handsome as I possibly could be, and I'm wearing the finest clothes that there's no way I could afford.
Okay. And Lander?
I'm an Etten.
You're an Etten, you have two heads?
Yeah.
So Lander suddenly turns and like looks, and there's a second head looking back at him. And Courtney, the two heads, you hadn't really taken a look at Lander until now, but when he talks from one, it always echoes out the second.
Whenever Lander looks at me, I want him to think that I look like a Patrick Swayze centaur.
Oh god.
That's the most glorious thing you've ever said.
The ethereal seems like a silly place, so let's go back to the prime. What's happening out there, guys?
How do we fix it?
Well, this letter said something about a third ring. And I'm assuming these are blueprints for it, so maybe we take it back to Copper and see what he can do.
Okay.
I'm open to suggestions otherwise, because I got no fucking clue.
Well, apparently the snow's not talking to us anymore.
Maybe they moved on. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. So I don't know how all that death thing works exactly.
And just so we're clear, the device is sitting out in the snow still.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't gone to take it yet.
No.
No. Not it.
Did it react when Spooter touched it?
No.
Okay. Well, we know how to carry it. But I can summon a new familiar.
Perhaps one that's a bit bigger?
What about your fire dog?
Did you hear that?
I heard nothing.
I can't even write it.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
Chris,
already
I'm not gonna do
you try to make contact with them again, and you can't write.
I can summon a familiar, and I guess we can do like a dog or something. They can carry it.
Alright. It seemed to be okay once it was pushed in the bag. I think as long as we don't touch it, it should be okay.
I mean, it still exploded in the bag.
Yeah, because the idiot put his fucking finger on it.
Oh,
He
for
reached
sure,
back.
it was in the bag. Did he?
Yeah, and then you saw him
But
reach
then he
back in,
touched
give
it.
it another grab.
Oh, okay. Okay. In your bag.
Why in my
Not mine.
bag?
Because it was
McCree-
your friend that blew it
The
up.
two of you, he's like, "Oh, we're never moving on from this place." Thanks, Spectre. I think I know you. I'm poking you.
Macretus, I just asked you how to get out of here. You said we weren't getting out.
Well, it would be nice to move on to whatever's after this.
I'm going to haunt you for the rest of your life, you piece of...
I know the Lord of Squirrels, and he'll take your nuts.
He says, "I think if they can make the third ring, that might work. Are either of your friends particularly magically inclined?"
One's a druid.
A druid, that will do. And they would need to construct this third ring that you mentioned. That Jade mentioned, because you weren't allowed to mention. Your friend Jade mentioned the third ring.
I'll try to write Druid third ring.
DROOD.
Druid third ring.
3RD. RN. What's RN?
RNG.
Oh, the G. It came later. Well, let's go over to the workshop where the floor is a little bit more secure. And I'll show you these blueprints, and maybe you got an idea?
Yeah, no. Let's do the thing now.
Do you go to the... Is that what you do?
Yeah, just creep over to the workshop.
So, Jade shows the blueprints, Agni. Agni, can you give me an insight check with advantage because you've witnessed the item malfunction?
Oh, okay.
22. Nicely done, dude. Okay. So,
I am very insightful.
you think with the tools that you have here, you start to find, like, you find the molds in that he created the other rings from. It would take a bit of time. You're going to have to get a fire going and melt down some metal to create, to cast the third ring. And then someone will have to etch the runes that are on the other two rings onto the third ring, which will take a steady hand, as, Agni, you're pretty sure that if they're not scribed, if they're not etched precisely,
Okay.
it's not going to do any good. But the tinker tools are there. Like, you have all the tools here to make the other ring. It'll just take some time.
Okay. Alright, Jade. We're gonna be here for a little bit. I'm gonna get a fire going, set up a place to rest. I'm gonna summon a familiar. I'm gonna summon my spirits, and I'm gonna summon a fae so we can get this done faster.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Alright, I will get some wood then.
What kind of fae are you summoning?
I don't know. I haven't read the spell yet.
Okay. You get a couple choices of what can be summoned. Is the spell summon fae? Is that what you're using?
Yeah. To the best of my knowledge, whatever would be able to carve these runes.
You call forth a fae spirit. It manifests. When you cast the spell, choose a mood: fuming, mirthful, or tricksy.
What skill do you think would be needed for the actual carving?
If it's steady plus sleight of hand, maybe?
I can tell you that to describe the runes, you're going to have to make an Arcana check, but instead of using your intelligence, you need to make a dexterity Arcana check.
Oh.
So your dex bonus, and then if you're proficient in arcane, then it's a proficient dex check.
If you give me,
If it's not, then it's straight up dex.
Since we're going to be here for a bit, I can muck things about a little bit and be a little bit more useful in that regard.
Agni, to summon your thing, you need a gilded flower worth at least 300 gold.
Okay, yeah, no, I just read that. I don't have that.
We can say you have it, but we would need to deduct 300 gold if there's 300 gold to be deducted.
No, I don't have that much either.
No, the
Okay.
DM's cheap.
So, not the DM, this fucking module.
We'll blame it on fancy grounds.
So you can summon a tricksy spirit that will cast magical darkness. A mirthful spirit. Oh no! Well, you don't have the flower. It doesn't matter. It's you, your fire spirit, and you resummon Spooter.
I summon a very dexterous familiar.
Dexterous?
Yes, dexterous. I
A
can't say it
dexterous?
right, otherwise you don't get upset.
Dex? Truss.
Dexteritas?
Dexteritas.
That's like Jeff and I have this love and hate over riposte.
Riposte strike.
Riposte. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you, 4th edition. So,
Riposte.
are you guys... You're here for a day and a half.
Yeah. So in that time, I'm going to commune with my other spirits, my past lives, and switch to Arcana proficiency from Insight.
Oh. Look at you go. This is a Tabaxi thing?
No, this is a Phantom Rogue thing.
Oh, cool. Which kind of fits all your background in that. Well done, madam. Well done for synergy.
Thank you.
Okay, so you take some time in one of your past lives, pull forward the Arcana skill. So Agni and his fire spirit in the workshop have created the ring over the last day and a half. You guys have been sitting... The one ring to rule them all. Now, for those of you that have been in the ethereal plane, Makritis is unbearable. Like, he's an arrogant prick.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, there's no effect in the ethereal. There's no effect. And he says, at some point, he goes on about his gnomish, that you remind him of his gnomish apprentice, just on his nerves all the time.
I'm on your nerves?
No, you just move about. The way you move, the way you talk, and look at your friends. Do you think they're going to finish this correctly?
Better than you did.
With that, Courtney, he becomes, like, very sheepish when you raise that point.
I see now why your form is a giant fucking head.
Also during that time,
I'm screwing with Jade the whole time, by the way.
Jade,
swear to God, Lander.
that amulet that you found. Let me just.
Yeah, because I'm pretty much useless with helping actually construct the thing, but I will take some time to like meditate with the unstrung bow and the medallion.
Did that show up for you? I don't think it did.
Nope. Alright, that's fucking useful.
Did you get that?
I did.
There you go. And you can consider yourself attuned to it if it's been with you for the day and a half that you guys have been there for.
Yeah.
So you guys have made the cabin relatively livable. It's difficult with the wind here, but yeah, like when you sleep at night, it's warmer. It's far warmer than sleeping outside. And then it comes time to etch the runes, which Makritis takes a great deal of interest in. So let me just double check the rules for etching the runes.
I'm going to do what I can to interfere with Makritis watching it. Runes get etched.
So Agni has taken care of forging the third ring, then inscribe the runes by someone with a steady hand. So a character must succeed a dexterity arcana check. Because the use of the tinker tools in the workshop adds advantage to this check.
Can I inspire him through the other realm?
You can certainly try. Do you want to give me a charisma check to see if you can push that ability across from the...
Oh, Jeremy, do I ever?
That sounded creepy. Do I?
Do I? Oh, boy. Oh. Get this charisma check all over your face.
Yikes. Now I'm uncomfortable. I'm really uncomfortable.
I don't know if you saw the card there, but Diump gave a D4, I think it was to Agni, for his next skill check.
Okay.
Cool.
Thanks, D.
Sorry, that didn't come up on my end. I wonder why. Stream elements.
Goodbye.
And away he went. And he was never seen again. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to get the web thing again from you because
Yep.
I don't think I have. I don't think I have it up and running. That's the problem. All right. So sorry. Agni gets a D4 on his next skill check.
Yep.
Awesome.
And I inspired him, I think.
What'd you roll for? Oh yes. So you're.
22.
Well, wait a minute. He's not doing the etching. Jade's doing the etching. Right?
Can I just inspire both of them just to be the best that they can be?
Yeah. So you're giving them a D. Is it a D8 or a D6?
A D6.
Might be a D8 now that you're 5th level.
I think
Diamp
it's
asks if he can switch it to me.
Absolutely, Diamp. You can do that. Just 1 second, and I'm going to find that. Bardic Inspiration. A D6. Becomes a D8 at 5th level. So it's a D8 now, Courtney.
What?
It's
Cool.
magic. So you feel Courtney's hand like reach out, or you maybe hear a familiar limerick drift past your ear. And go ahead and do your etching with your proficient dex check if you have something that.
Yeah, I'm just.
Because if you just roll Arcana, it won't use your dex bonus, right? And you get advantage. You get advantage for using the Tinker tools.
And a D4.
And a D4 and a D8 if you need it.
Roll all of the things.
So we got an 18. You want to add a D4 onto that?
I'm adding all the things.
All the things. Another 6, so 24. So you etch the runes and you feel like they look pretty damn good compared to the ones on the other rings.
It's been a while since I've done this. So did they look okay? Did they match?
Well, they look really good.
All right.
From building this in the blueprints, what does the ring do?
It controls them all.
The rings essentially they keep the magic centered in the item as opposed to letting it leak out explosively as you witnessed.
Okay.
Was that what happened?
Yeah. So the third ring is put on. So now a character needs you've got the third ring complete. Agni, are you putting it on, or is Bree putting it on under your direction?
It's her friends. She's doing the thing. I will instruct, but it's her friends.
Okay.
Apparently, it's me.
So you piece together the third ring around it, and it locks into place on the gyrosphere. Being careful not to touch the actual orb.
Jake, I will let you know. If you die and you poof, I'm going back to what I was doing before this.
I know. I kind of figured.
So you then need to attune to the item, and we've now spent another day, and Jade, you're attuned to the item. Would you like to activate it? You now know, being attuned to it, that you will be able to cast a control weather spell from it.
Sure.
Which is no small spell. It's like an 8th level. However, you're not sure that the summer star will be more than a one-use thing.
Well, I'll give it a shot. Hopefully I don't fucking explode. If I fucking explode, I'm gonna kill all of you. Again.
Join us. Join us.
So, you put the things together, you lock them in place, you've attuned to it, you pick the item up and you start to activate it, and the 3 rings start spinning in in different directions, all of them. And they get faster and faster, and the light starts getting brighter and brighter and brighter.
I'm like holding it out like this.
It then sort of just lifts away from your hand and hovers over your palm with those 3 rings spinning around it, as I said, in different directions. And for the 2 of you on the plane of on the ethereal plane, Macretus lets out sort of this sigh of relief, and at the same time maybe a little bit of ecstasy as he begins to rise inside the his head rises inside the black hut until it like just rises through the roof, and you feel the 2 of you look outside and there's just light everywhere. Now remember, you have been walking in darkness for weeks, months, like there is no sunlight here. And the light outside, like your spirits are lifted, and you walk out to find a man in armor approaching the shack, and he's wreathed in this light. He's very good looking. Maybe not as good looking as Courtney described, but he's still good looking. And he says, your friends have struck a blow this day against Oral, and for that you will receive my blessing. And then you guys sort of get this really nice feeling inside. Maybe you even let out a little sigh.
Oh.
Maybe even it is a bit,
I'm gonna bite my lip and say, "Oh, step orb."
What are you doing, Step Orb?
What are you doing, step orb?
Oh no!
Outside of the primaterial plane, the 2 of you, you don't see the light that I described to the others, but your control weather spell begins to take place. And what would you like to do with the weather?
Make it fucking warm for once.
So, as you think about that warmth and this blast of light leaves the item, and the item just turns to sort of like sand just falling and sort of glittering in that bit of light that burst from it. And you guys can immediately, the wind blowing in through the windows, it's not cold anymore. And as long as you keep your concentration, Jade, in a 5-mile radius around the Black Shack, you have essentially brought a spring.
But the orb's gone.
The orb is gone. And the 2 of you also hear that man's voice praising you for striking a blow against Oral, the goddess of cold and winter, and everyone feels a blessing overtake them. And let me tell you what the blessing does.
Does it bring our friends back to life?
It does bring your friends back to life.
Ooh.
That's one of the things
Guys!
it does. It also... Where is the... There it is. The Black Shack. The Black Cabin. Okay. So each of you receives the blessing of Lathander, the Morning Lord. So what does that do, Jay? Well, it's pretty awesome. So, Macretus' spirit finally finds rest as he witnesses the activation of the item. And Lathander comes and places a blessing upon the party. Any party member who died within the last 24 hours is... We're going to skip that part. Is instantly restored to life at full health, regardless of how you died. In addition, each character who helped lay Macretus' spirit to rest and activate the Summer Star receives the supernatural gift, Blessing of the Morning Lord. and you will gain 10 temporary hit points each day at dawn for the rest of your lives.
Is that just those two, or all four of us?
All four of you.
Oh,
God
sweet.
damn.
So on your character sheet, make sure that goes into temporary hit points and not it's not your permanent hit points.
Right.
So if you gain temporary hit points from anywhere else, you would have to choose whether you're going to use your 10 temporary hit points from the Morning Lord or the temporary hit points that the spell or the ability is imparting. That being said, this blessing stays with you forever. It's not. This is a permanent effect. So each time, even though the sun can't reach you here, when morning arrives, you gain these 10 temporary hit points.
That's very nice.
Yes.
It's a nice. I like.
So on your main character sheet under current hit points, there's a temporary hit point box, and you can put 10 in that.
Is it a D10 or just flat 10?
No, flat 10
Oh, nice.
at dawn every morning.
It's like an extra level of HP for some, 2 levels for others.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a very powerful. And as you sit there in the cabin, restored to life, as I said, these winds blowing through, they just get warmer and warmer, and it's not long before you can hear you even hear birds singing outside and things like that. Like the whole terrain around the cabin sort of begins to come to life.
What happened to Harry's earworm? Is it?
Yeah, is it gone?
Or is that gone?
It's gone. No, it's gone.
Do I still have the psi crystal though?
Yes, you do.
All right, so
Okay, where's this temporary hit points, Jer? Sorry, I'm looking on the page.
And okay, temporary hit points on your character sheet. So if you bring up the character sheet right in the middle, it should list that there.
Yeah,
and Harry, sorry, go ahead.
Right below it says temporary hit points. Do I just type in 10 there?
That's right.
Okay, gotcha.
And those hit points should always be deducted first.
Okay, gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, but you do have the psi crystal still.
Sweet.
But you don't feel hold on one second. Here it is. I should have shared this with you, Harry, so just one moment. I'm going to put this into your So you've attuned to it already. It says it requires attunement, but did it come up on your screen?
Yes, a big purpley thing did.
Yeah, so if you scroll down,
oh, I see.
It has powers.
Okay.
And then, depending on your intelligence score, dictates the stuff that it can do.
Okay. Is there a way to minimize these screens without completely closing them, Jer?
Double-click on the name of the item.
And where do I find that item when I've double-clicked it?
You should see it on your screen. It'll be in a faded out rectangle.
Oh, I see. Yep. Okay.
And then if you double click on that again, it will open again for you. And Perfect. Then you can, yeah. But if you ever need to, it should show up now in your journal. If you click on journal and scroll down to, I think it will be under something called Appendix D, Magic, and you'll be able to find it in there under Magic items.
Where's my journal?
Top right corner, across the top, there's chat, and then there should be journal and compendium.
Party loot appendix.
Yeah, go to appendix.
Yeah, I got you.
And it's there if you ever need it. If you if you lose it, you can pull it back up.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. So what do you do? Like, for the first time, like, if you've been... we Canadians, I'm not sure if Agni knows what this is like, but you've been locked up inside all winter, and suddenly it's springtime outside. It's warm outside. Bree, you can even control the winds. They don't have to be like these harsh, biting, pushing winds. But it does remain dark. That doesn't change.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like a one-time thing. So I can still continue to control it in this area?
In the 5-mile radius, as long as you maintain your concentration.
So I have to roll a Constitution saving throw whenever I get hit?
That's right.
Okay, and I can't
If
regain it.
If you're hit.
If I'm hit. Yeah, that's the other thing. Okay, so I guess we go outside after blowing stuff up. And
Yeah, you step outside, like, there's things are, like, on the shack, the ice and that on the roof is sort of dripping and running. You can hear the trickling of water. As I said, the forest is nearby, and you can hear even birds in the forest making noise.
And Lander and Courtney are there?
And they're alive, yes.
I jump on them.
I give Jade 3 sharp tugs on her tail.
I scratch his
And a
face.
wink.
And then she kills you.
What did I fucking
Francis.
tell you?
Every cat has its limit.
Don't
Well,
go touching shit.
You had to know it was me.
We
Oh,
wouldn't,
you mean
have,
the
we,
orb.
wouldn't have, we wouldn't have solved this without us on the inside.
If we weren't down on the inside giving you hints, we wouldn't have figured it out.
We would have figured it out eventually.
If
Maybe.
you weren't on the inside, we wouldn't have to fix it.
Yeah, but we don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, that's valid.
So now what do you want to do?
But Udagarn had a point. If you weren't on the inside, we wouldn't have had to solve it at all.
But we wouldn't have been able to lay Macretus to rest.
And now we're blessed by the Morning Lord.
Yes.
It's pretty fucking badass. I will agree with that.
And we've got a warm camp to come fishing anytime we want to.
I also don't have a brain worm anymore.
Oh, and I give his ear a little tug and like make sure.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Oh,
The
Courtney.
worm was
My
was
suspicions-
incinerated and not brought back to life.
My suspicions are true. There's nothing in there.
Oh, look, I can see through to the other side.
Break on through to the other side. Yeah, no, nothing.
Well, I can make sure that this little patch of heaven stays. Provided I don't lose me concentration.
Yes, the spell lasts for 8 hours. So at 8 hours, it's going to end.
Do we want to take a dip in this spring while we have the chance?
Fuck
I'm taking
yes.
a bath in the river for sure.
I'm already
Yeah.
stripping naked. Going right for it.
Okay, so you're
There's
down.
like a line of clothes.
Dare I say the word frolic? You frolic in
There
the river?
is much frolicking.
There's
If
much
there were
frolicking.
tulips, I would tiptoe through them.
I can even use my magic turn into a hot spring.
Fucking do it.
Oh, nice.
I make it
Oh.
nice and toasty.
Yeah, I'll expend all the spell slots to do the things.
Stepdaddy, do the thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so you guys just have a really, it's like a break from everything, and you feel not only that you're like, it rejuvenates the mind, it rejuvenates the body, and you feel so much better. So much better. Anything else you're doing during this 8-hour window of respite or rest? Would it be respite?
I am
This
finding
8-hour
the
window of
sunniest
respite?
spot
Yes.
and just sprawling like a cat
Yes.
in the sun, in the beams.
Excellent.
No clouds. Well, it's not. You said it was still dark, right? Because it's just weather.
It's still dark, but there's that aurora borealis magical effect in the skies,
Mhm.
and it's still dark, but warm, and it doesn't feel as dark and as imposing as it has. The snow and ice is not going to completely melt in this area, but you can hear the drips and the running of water. But yeah, it's a welcomed break.
Great.
I'm going to keep pointing out that I feel like I can see shapes of squirrels in the Aurora Borealis.
Okay.
We'll lie on our backs, and I'll make clouds of Mr. Squirrel.
Courtney, you feel like since the earworm's gone now, like you can't hear his voice anymore. You're not convinced that was some kind of illusion. It felt very real. It sounded like him.
I'm saddened and encouraged a little bit.
Okay.
How does so on the crystal I was looking at, it said find out how telepathy works. Where would I find that?
Telepathy, I can link that to you. Just a moment.
Yeah, could you? Thank you.
Can you pull that up in the compendium or no?
Yes, you can. You should be able to. If you go to the eye and type in the word telepathy in the search, it should bring up the spell telepathy, and that's how your telepathy works.
I don't even know where this eye is.
That's okay. At the top right corner, there where your journal and your character sheet and all that is,
Oh,
there should be.
I see it now. Oh,
Yeah,
I
so-
see. Yep.
And if you type in telepathy, it should bring up the spell telepathy there for you. It did for me.
I
And
only have to learn how to spell the word telepathy.
okay,
'Cause I'm an idiot.
TELEP might be enough to bring it up.
Telepathy. Okay, I see it.
The cool thing about the compendium too is if you get a magic item, you can search for it in the compendium and then drag and drop it onto your character sheet from there, and then it's in your inventory.
Ooh.
It's just like before, where you found it in the stuff and grabbed the little shield and dragged it across. You can do the
Now-
same here.
When it says that I create a telepathic link with a creature, could that be one of my party members?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to try out your telepathy with the party while you're taking a break here?
Yes.
Oh, look, that one looks like Mr. Squirrel too. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and telepathize Lander.
So I think it opens two-way communication once you have the link.
Yeah, it says as long as they are willing.
Yeah. So essentially, Courtney knocks on your brain.
Hello?
Mm-hmm. And
Can I tell you about our
I
Savior, Jesus Christ?
I just flood images of nuts raining down a glorious Mr. Squirrel.
Oh, you can do that. You can do sensory images, sensory messages.
I miss my little guy.
This is way more than just a message spell.
Yeah, this is badass.
What's the range like with your intelligence? What range do you have?
So the crystal doesn't actually say a range for the spell. It says a range for the light that glows from the crystal.
Oh,
And
okay.
the more intelligent I am, the farther the light glows. But it doesn't actually say. I haven't found a range for the actual telepathy yet.
Well, the
wait,
range for the spell
do
is
see it.
unlimited.
Range for telepathy with my intelligence, it's 60 feet.
Okay, so 60 feet. And it sheds light in a 10-foot radius, right, for you?
Bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet. Oh no, you're right. 10. Sorry,
10,
at 12 to 15. Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool. So
Bright
you don't
at
even
10,
you don't even need a torch anymore. You've got that.
How big is it?
Like it's a crystal. Like you can hold it in your hand.
Can I find a like super cool like leather worker or something and get it like embossed into a belt and bedazzle my belt?
Absolutely.
Like and basically look like I just have a shining penis the whole time.
If that's what you want, we can make that happen.
I want nothing more, Jeremy.
Okay. We'll as soon as you're back in town and can find a leather worker, that can be done.
If you can get me the leather in about an hour, I can probably do it for you.
Oh, I do it. I give it to her.
We have a white moose hide. You can have a white moose hide belt.
Oh, that is
We'll
so
have to get it
pimp.
tanned first. Not
Oh
tied.
yeah, the moose was the moose is frozen, but
Not anymore.
did you wouldn't have carried the moose all the way here, did you?
No,
Yeah,
we
on
would
the
have.
cart.
Yes,
You had
on
a
the cart.
On the cart?
On the cart.
I think you're underestimating the size of a fucking moose.
On the cart. We did the thing on the cart. We're gonna bring his body back for money.
What?
Yeah.
I know you have a cart. I'm not arguing that you have a cart. What I'm arguing is a moose is not like, here, throw a bag on the cart.
We broke its legs and its neck.
We chopped its head off. That takes a significant amount of length off it. Okay, well.
Plus, he can drag 600 pounds with his eyes closed. He said so himself.
Jesus.
I mean, we still have the head because that's what the speaker wanted.
And
but
we can use Spooter to make silk rope. It'll be alright.
I have rope.
We can make silk rope.
Thank you. A male moose averages 1,500 pounds, everybody.
Well, we cut the male part off, and that lightens the load.
I got Jump running stats in chat. You are not getting away with this.
God damn it, Rob.
100 pounds of kickoff.
You would have had to leave the moose behind.
Well, we would have left it because we're going to have to go by there anyway.
Yeah. As a good and benevolent dungeon master, I promise you nothing will have happened to the corpse upon your return.
You are a kind
moose,
man.
Why do you smile when you say that?
Apparently Host's sister was bitten by a moose once. I feel like there's a punchline about to come across chat. Do moose bite?
Everything bites if you let it.
I don't know. Okay, well, apparently. Okay. So, you guys are down at you spend your day down at the river, and everyone has just a wonderful time.
Oh hell yeah.
And then unfortunately 8 hours pass, and Jade can feel that spell is coming to an end. And probably a very abrupt end.
You might want to get dressed, and I'm already pulling on all my armor and my cold weather gear.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. So you all begin to hastily don your stuff. Thank you, Affy. You're so great. I take back all the bad things I said.
You said bad things about me?
Didn't I? I thought we were having it out the other night.
Not anymore. He just took them back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes it okay then.
I took them back, damn it. I took them back. Okay, well, I thought I didn't need this map tonight, but I'm probably going to need this map tonight. So just give me a moment here, everybody. This one will do.
Why are you doing that, Jeremy? Offie was trying to derail the entire dungeon last night. She just wanted to leave and not do the thing at all.
She was trying to derail it?
Yeah.
I felt that I was not being. I need to improve my game a bit. I need to be nicer and more cooperative in the Curse of Strahd game. But I also need to stop being so dark with Garnet. I talked about that.
Oh no! By all means, continue.
Oh no. No. Muhahaha. Okay, let's do this thing. Sorry, I had to go grab a map. It's taking a moment. Give me a moment. all spells do.
Not the spell I cast on ladies.
Ooh. You're magical. And with that, the winds return very quickly. The snow returns. Just all the shitty things that you thought you had escaped for a little while just come right back.
Except our earworms.
Yes, we are short an earworm, which is nice. And
Perhaps we can take this stuff to Copper and he might be able to do something with it that's a little bit more permanent.
on the you quickly, as the snow and wind start blowing and your visibility drops away again, as drifting snow clouds your ability to see.
Oh, fucking hate this.
Some forms take shape in the blowing snow, and you're filled with a sense of dread.
What?
Don't tell me how I feel.
Okay.
I feel fucking cold.
I feel cold. It's so cold. Oh, I gotta get on the right layer. That's why that's not working. I'm like, why is that not working? Okay. So you see two figures wandering through the snow, and between them flit and float these little winged creatures that look to be made of ice and snow.
Ooh, there's a map. Sorry, I poofed.
Yep, that's okay. And you're not going to like it. It's very bright. Can anyone speak Primordial? Or Aquan or Orin?
Not in this life.
So the little creatures are calling out to you in a language you don't understand.
Wait, can I telepathically try and connect with them?
Does it say you need to know their language? Let's find out.
It says you create a telepathic link between yourself and a willing creature with which you are familiar. The creature can be anywhere in the same plane of existence as you.
No, it works. The spell enables a creature with an intelligence score of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your words and take in the scope of any sensory messages you send it.
Okay. So I initiate contact with the creature.
The walkers, or the two that are walking, or the three little things that are like buzzing around each other?
The walking one.
I'm already moving to a more strategic position.
Okay, so you give me a hide check, and as you creep away, Harry, you reach out. Are you within range? I think you are. Yeah, you are. As you reach out, it says you touch it. It lets you communicate with it, and it then tells you that prepare to face her wrath for betraying the winter.
I'm gonna let these guys know that they're a fan of the winter peoples, and they're not happy about our sun god experience.
And we're now going to roll initiative. So initiative can be done in a couple ways. You can click on your token, and you'll see up in the top left-hand side of your screen a little initiative button. You can pop that, and it will do your initiative. The other ways are longer and more complicated, and really unnecessary.
Okay. So which one do you click for initiative? Sorry, I've clicked on my token.
So click on your token, then look up in the top left. It should say Healing Potion and Initiative.
Oh, it does, yeah.
There you go.
How'd you get an initiative of 6.01?
Because unfortunately, the way the module is built, it works in a dexterity modifier, so that ties can be but don't worry, we're gonna fix that. Are there any ties between characters and?
There's an
Yes.
18 and an 18. Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to move Odegarn up because I always put the players first. Lander and Jade are both on 11. Yeah, I don't think there's any other ties available. So, to start things off, the Mephits are going first. So the Mephit begins by casting a fog cloud. Lame. Which does a 20-foot radius sphere of fog. Objects and tokens. We need to draw a shape, and we want it to be blue, and to be a circle. And that did not really work as well as we want, but okay. Don't keep drawing. Okay. Give me a moment and I'll drop this over you somewhere. If it'll let me. No, of course not. I had this problem the other night where I couldn't pick up circles. I could draw them, but I couldn't pick them up. There we go. Oh, come on. I just had you. You son of a bitch. Oh, I can click on Lander, but forget the circle.
Do you want me and Odegarn to just move inside the circle?
I don't know. Just a moment. I'm going to see if it's because... I just want to make sure that I have it for a 20-foot...
Oh, okay.
Like it's the wrong size.
Yeah, it needs to be a little bigger, doesn't it?
Yeah. But when I go out to the corners... It is not friendly at all. Fuck this. Yeah. Like when I go out to the corner to drag it. It's not letting me drag it. I'm going to reboot my Roll20, which is probably not going to be a good thing, but we'll see.
Take a quick break then.
Yeah, if anybody wants to go grab a drink. What time is it? Oh, geez, we've only got 20 minutes left.
back.
The full moon incense.
We were just off talking about stroking, among other things. Crazy things happen. Crazy things happen. All right. So the ice method casts fog cloud, which I've put there on the map, and it's now, and then it flies. Uh, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. I think that's its flight, isn't it? Nope, I went too far. There we go. All right. So just so we're aware of the rules for fog cloud. So it creates this 20-foot radius of fog, and the area is heavily obscured, and it lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it. The wind will disperse it, just not yet. It hasn't, but you know that the winds here blowing will disperse it. So moderately obscured invokes, I'm pretty sure invokes disadvantage.
Is it considered difficult terrain or no?
No, it's not considered difficult terrain. So, Odegarn, it is your turn.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna summon Lagon.
Cool. Though heavily obscured means that while you're in it, you're considered blinded. So you have the blinded condition.
Okay, can I move forward first? Or do I have to roll?
No, you can move as anywhere you'd like. And where are you summoning Lagon?
I'm gonna summon him so he hits at least 3 enemies.
Okay, I'm going to put him on the board,
So
and
I think
you can drag and drop him wherever. You should be able to move Lagon anywhere you'd like.
cool.
How many hit points should Lagon have?
5 plus 5 times my level.
Okay, and what level are you?
5.
5? So 25, so he should have
30.
30.
Yeah.
And if you hold shift and double click on Lagon, his character sheet should come up for you.
Cool.
Which will also have his attack.
Okay.
So, does he do fire teleportation when he appears? Is that how that works?
Yeah, each creature within 10 feet other than you when it appears must succeed on dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 fire damage.
Okay. So click on your fiery... Oh, 2d6.
Yeah.
Okay, just roll 2d6 for me. What's the save?
15.
15? Okay. So you should be able to click on the dice down the left-hand side and just give me a two six-sider roll. Very nice. Group save. And this is a deck save, did you say, Agni? Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the DC? Your spell
15.
DC? 15. 5 points of damage. Is it for half or none?
None.
It seems there are no checks to find yet. See the help. What? Why is my thing not working? 15.
Age.
5 damage. I know. That's the truth. Okay, well, I'll just have to go through them individually then. So they all have to make dex saves.
Yeah.
He failed.
Roses are red.
Violets are blue.
Mm-hmm.
Dex and Dex. They all fail. Oh, they rolled ones. Jeez. And 5 points of damage to each of them, correct?
Yep.
And do they have any... I'm just checking for... Oh, look at that. Damage vulnerability. Ice methods is fire. So they take double. So 10 points.
Cool.
Very nice, dude. Very nice. Anything else you're doing in your turn?
That's my action. I don't have a bonus action. Well, I'm going to use my bonus action for him to use fiery teleportation, so it's a DC 15 and 1d6 plus 3 to everything in 5 feet.
Maternal commands a drink for everyone.
I'm totally faking it.
I'm out of drink.
No.
And
Got a
she
little bit at the
says,
bottom,
stay
maybe.
fresh cheese bags. Not sure what that means, but that's what we are now.
Do you want to roll a
I
D6?
love cheese.
Do you want to roll a
Roll-
D6 for me? Actually, if you go into the character sheet for him, does it not just?
That's all it does.
It just gives. Okay, I'll have to add in there that it actually rolls for the damage as well. I can do that. I can do that.
Alright, so I'll just roll the d6 plus 3.
Yes, please. And is that everything in 10 feet as well?
5 feet. That's why he
5
moved
feet.
up.
So only so he moves to there and then does it. So he would get an attack of opportunity from this guy for leaving.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, so he's going to do that. 22, that's a hit.
That is a hit.
He does 11 bludgeoning plus 11 bludgeoning plus 10 cold for a total of 21. And does your guy have a cold vulnerability?
Nope.
No? Okay. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take his hit points down by 21. And now he goes kapow and teleports, right? When he gets here.
Yep, he goes
So-
out to here.
And that damage was 4 plus 3 is 7. Doubled is 14. And they have to make dex saves again, correct?
Yes.
And is it an all or nothing thing?
All or
Dang.
nothing.
Nice. So one made it, but one failed. So this guy dies. Nice. So you blow up, and that's Odegarn's turn.
Am I damaged for any particular reason?
That would have been from previously. So go ahead and put your hit points to max, and make sure you have your 10.
Oh, no.
Temporary.
Your 10 temporary. Yeah.
I did the thing.
I had been using your red circle for your guys' passive perception, but maybe I'll change that to do your temporary hit points. Like if you click on your token, it should go red is your passive, green is your hit points, and blue is your armor class. But I'll change that so that red is your temporary hit points, because then you can change them right from there, as opposed to going in. Does that make sense? The walker sheds bright light at 20. That says a bonus action. So, and you rolled stealth already, did you not, Jade?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I got it. 21. Yeah.
Mhm.
So he doesn't see you. He sort of scans about, and then he just moves to about here, and he's going to do an his ice ray attack at Agni. So this fluttering robe and there's this glowing. There is no face. There's just glowing light, and from that sort of lit spot comes a beam of cold at you, Agni.
He doesn't have a picture you could share?
Well, I can do this. Control Z. I don't know why it's not doing it. Oh, it took my movement back. That's not what I wanted. There it is.
Ooh, that's nice.
Can we see that?
Yeah.
Spoopy. This is one of the one of Oral's servants. So he blasts at Agni. I only rolled a 12 though, so I don't think that hits Odegarn. But this ray of frost that just emanates from its face beams across and misses you. So Jade, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna hit the one that did the beam.
All right.
Do I have advantage?
You do. It does not know where you are right now.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
Nice. So an 18 and total of 13 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then I'm going to hide again.
Okay.
Just popped out of the snow like a daisy. Oops, I had advantage on. Sorry.
That's okay. So you've got a 15 stealth?
Yep.
That's still enough. They lose sight of you in the snow, in the blowing snow and drifts. Lander.
Yes, sir.
You can maybe see a flash. You saw a flash of light or something out in the snow, but
I'm gonna move to the edge of the fog so I can see what the heck's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy up here is gonna take an Eldritch Blast to the face. Hopefully. Oh, mega damage.
Much Eldritch, so blast.
Yeah.
That's a pew pew.
A pew pew. Yeah, you totally missed, dude.
I hit him.
Well, he hits him. You
22
just hit him with a
damage.
2 damage, 23 to hit.
Oh shit! I'm halfway up the page looking at you rolled a 1. Okay, so 23 totally hits, and you were shooting at this guy, my man.
No, this guy, the flying guy up
Okay.
at the top.
Yep.
Cast the fog.
Well, that totally hits. So you come out and you blast him. Where's your other Eldritch Blast? Oh, you're not.
I'm only a level 1 warlock.
I don't think that matters for.
It doesn't?
For cantrips.
Let me take a look. Because I'm
I think
level 5 overall, so I should have 2 beams then?
That's my understanding of how cantrips work. Yes.
Okay.
It's your total.
then,
It's your total level.
Then I will fire the second beam at the same one.
Okay, go for it. That one does much better, dude.
Yeah, if it hits. I'm looking up Eldritch Blast as we speak to make sure.
Oh my god. I think he took 10 and 2. So he should be at 9. There. Another ice mephit goes. So this ice mephit is going to fly up with his friend here, staying clear of Odegarn's little friend there, and he will use his breath weapon on the two of you.
I disbelieve.
So you both need to give me a dexterity saving throw. The DC is a whopping 10.
Dex are my favorite saving throws because I suck at them.
So Odegarn got a 7, and Jeff rolled a 20.
I just had to talk bad about myself all the time. Oh, Harry's taking his shirt off.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Harry.
So it was 6 damage. So Odegarn takes 6, and why does it say your name? Oh, because your character name's not up there. Lander takes half that, 3.
I guess I should change that, eh?
Well, you don't have to, but I almost called you by your real name and broke immersion.
I'm
Courtney.
a fourth waller.
Courtney, it's your turn, my man. You are in a wall of fog. You can hear your friends fighting stuff, but yeah.
Okay, so the two things that are, I guess, to the northeast of Odegarn, those are like the little spirits.
Yes, they are. They're like these little icy. Oh, Jesus, why do I keep hitting the wrong button? How about Shift Z, Jade? There we go. Okay, so that you're looking at these little icy demon things, but they're
No.
very small. They're like imps. They're like tiny.
Okay. So I don't know how to measure movement in this game.
Same.
Or in...
Squares are 5 feet, so 5.
Oh, well. I somehow cannot see squares. So
You can't?
If you look at the top left, there's a bunch of squares going vertical. There's an arrow and then a paintbrush and a magnifying glass and then a circle with looks like an upside down Q. If you click on the upside down Q thing, that gives you a
That'll
tape
only
measure.
measure. That'll only measure. Yeah.
Yeah, if you click on your token and hold the left button and move the
There
cursor
is a
where
way
you-
that you can follow
wanna
that
go?
slider with your character, but where do you want to move? Do you want to move up to Odegarn?
Yeah, we'll say I moved just up in between these fellas out of the fog.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Which one of these? Am I still telepathically linked with this other guy?
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna look at him and viciously mock him and tell him that this is the god he serves and imprint onto his mind his god orally pleasuring.
Pleasure. All I got was oral pleasuring.
Yeah, I'm gonna imprint upon him that his god is orally pleasuring my god, the morning god. That will be my vicious mockery into his mind.
Okay. Yeah.
Make it better.
So
It's the
roll-
butt.
It's what?
It's the butt.
The butt. Click on your on your front of your character sheet. You should be able to click on your
I just click the spell.
just once.
Boom.
There we go. So see, it's telling me I got to make a DC 14 Wisdom save. So I'll do that, and then I got a 16. So I made the save, and he does not take kindly to your mocking of his goddess.
Do you know what? I'm gonna use inspiration and do it again.
Okay, go for it.
That was a dynamite. That was a dynamite
roll for
burn.
it. So mark off your inspiration, and I'll roll wisdom again.
Where is my inspiration on this one?
It should be on the top left side of your character sheet. There should be a little symbol beside your inspiration box.
right above your proficiency bonus to the right of your strength.
Oh, I see it. Oh, yeah, it's unmarked.
So you don't have inspiration.
I had inspiration.
Okay.
I just don't think that it got transferred over when we moved everything to D20.
That's possible.
Hi, Natasha.
Did you say you're rolling again?
No, I rolled again. I rolled the save again.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he did not make this one. So he takes your 3 psychic damage.
And it's disadvantaged.
And he's disadvantaged, right?
Mm-hmm. And with my bonus action, I'm gonna inspire Odegarn.
Okay. Odegarn, you have bardic inspiration.
And that can be done on damage, correct?
Mm-hmm. D8.
Harry's can because he's fancy like that. I'm gonna give you a little flex there for bardic inspiration because we're not gonna finish this combat tonight. The other cold light walker steps forward to here, and he's going to blast this fiery spirit with his cold ray.
Okay.
He got a 13, which hits, and
He's gonna die.
his cold ray inflicts 18 cold damage.
He has 9 HP. He gonna die.
And I missed this last time, but they can actually do that beam twice on their turn. So he's going to then fire a second beam at, I'm going to say at Lander.
What did I do?
You blasted his little friend. He only got a 10, though, so I don't think that hit.
No.
Okay, so that brings us to the top of the initiative. That's a great place to stop. We will continue this battle next time we get together. And yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Hopefully enjoyed yourself. I don't know if it made a huge difference actually running the game, but it did for me. I felt much more comfortable, and I appreciate everybody coming over to Roll20 with me. What else do we have to say? When are you guys playing next? I don't play until Sunday. So what do you guys have going on? Bree, you have a game tomorrow night, right?
I do, over on my channel. We're doing our Toxic and Tonic, Court of Toxic and Tonic, which is based off of the works of Sarah J. Maas.
Cool.
And that's a whole homebrew campaign with DM Angela.
Awesome. And do we have a Saturday game going this week on Talk Terror?
ASMR D&D.
Shut up.
Not really. It's just regular
Oh.
D&D.
I love ASMR. It's my guilty
We
pleasure.
are putting together an ASMR D&D party, though.
Are you really?
Legit.
I think I should maybe be on that.
Yeah.
I don't have time to be in on it, but yeah. Anyway.
It's not anytime soon.
Are we going to raid somebody?
Yeah.
Go buy your DM Jeremy merch.
You guys are like both wearing it.
So you got proud.
It. So proud.
I still got to order my tank top.
Who are we raiding? Keeping in mind that I'm not in your channel, so if you typed it in there, I did not see it.
Raiding them panties. Does that make you uncomfortable, Jeremy?
Wu is playing Diablo 3. Valeriana is playing Minecraft.
Well, let's raid Wu. I haven't raided Wu before.
All right.
Not that I can spell his name.
And you've been playing D3 for a bit.
Yeah.
I'm resurrecting the necromancer, pardon the pun.
You're so clever.
Stick around to raid Wu, one of the Vactair co-streamers. We will see you again on Saturday at this channel.
Thanks, everybody.